Ow now, brown cow. Ow now, brown cow.
Hi, I'm Skylar Eckenrode.
And I'm Tim Hoffman.
Welcome to Tim and Skylar After Coffee. We're here this week to unveil our preseason power rankings for the Bloomfield Football League. Tim, if you would, please go ahead and start this countdown off.
All right, at number 10, to everyone's surprise, we have Andrew Boring.
Just out of curiosity, Keeb, what the hell were you thinking when you drafted this team? I mean, wow. You first take Jimmy Graham in the first round, I can understand it. But then we followed it up with the Seattle Seahawks defense in the 5th round.
I didn't even write anything down for your team, Keith, because it was that bad. You drafted the whole Saints team and most of the Seahawks, and you drafted a second defense. You picked the Buccaneers defense. It's stupid. You can pick them up off the waiver.
Wow. Okay. Next,
coming in at 9,
your commissioner, Garrett,
coming in strong at 9.
Book gay.
For Garrett, I really liked your Andrew Luck pick. You waited on your quarterback. I hope it pays off for you. And I like Johnson in your flex. He's old. He'll have his walker, but he just put new tennis balls on it. Should be really easy to glide up the sideline and get the pass. But I really did not like that you took Martin and Tate in the Panthers defense. They're not tested. You don't know how they're going to do after Martin's injury, Tate in Cleveland. And your bench is so weak. That's why I drafted
Oh, my God. That bench is terrible. I think the UPJ soccer team has a better bench than you.
Okay. Moving on to number 8 is Burkus. We did not like your team. I really think that you just got your dick hard being at Chestnut, thought you drafted a good team, so you kind of went the same path. I have you down because of Reggie and Matthews. They're going to get hurt. They're not reliable. You're going to have them for 2 or 3 weeks. They're going to be done.
Yeah, I mean, just what Tim said. I mean, Reggie Bush, Ryan Matthews, Roddy White, Rashad Jennings. My God, you might as well go work at Conemaugh Hospital. I mean, holy shit, dude, what were you thinking? You tried.
Oh, Bert.
Okay. So coming in at 7th, as it worked out with our averages, we have DePaffy. I actually ranked DePaffy 6, but
I had you 7.
Tim kind of fucked you there. TD, I think you have a solid team all around. Decker and Jones, really good wide receivers, I feel. You get a lot of touches in the running backs department with Lynch and Spiller. I think you got some big play potential. I really like the team. Tim doesn't think so.
I did not like your pick with Lynch. I think he's going to be a bust this season.
He read that online, by the way. He did read that.
Yep,
Matthew Berry told him.
Yes, Matthew Berry told me. And I also think that your receivers are weak. There's no stud receiver on your team, and that's why I ranked you where I did. I do like your 49ers D, though. I think they'll be all right for you.
Living with those defenses.
Absolutely. Okay, coming in at 6, we have Smitty.
Another one I disagree with just off the bat.
I ranked Smitty so low. I had him 9 on my board because of Cam Newton, who you could have drafted a much better quarterback than Cam Newton when he did. But you're going to go with your run and gun, and I think it's going to run and gun right up your butthole. You also picked Morris. I don't like Morris. I don't like the Redskins. You stay away from the Redskins. I did like that you picked 2 Dallas. I like you have Witten and Bryant. Those are good picks. And you drafted 2 kickers. I don't know what the point. I don't know if you're going to play one in the flex, one in the kicker spot, or what you're doing. But that's just what I was thinking.
Smitty, I like the team. There's no depth though. I mean, you did literally waste a pick on the kicker. You know, you could have got I mean, you wasted 2 picks. You could have maybe got Kelvin Benjamin, something like that. But hey, that's what you want to roll with. That's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to call you right now. Smitty's the dark horse this year. It's not Tim. It's not Davey. It is Smitty.
Oh, man. That's a good joke, Skinny. Way to go. Coming in at 5, we have our little pecker to lead, Brent Bloom. Coming in at a 5, I had him at 4. I really like Fred Jackson. He's going to come in. He's going to split time with Spiller. He's going to get the TDs because they're going to get to the goal line. Jackson's going to punch it in. I really like Ray Rice, too. That's a late pick you took. 2 games. He's going to come in and be the starter. Skinny doesn't think so. But your downfall is you had 8 fucking receivers. They can't run the ball, too. So you only have 8 receivers for 3 slots, maybe. I don't like that idea.
I like the receiver depth, but I don't really like the fact you only have 3 running backs and one is suspended the first 2 weeks of the season. If you need a trade, I got plenty because, I drafted smart. But, other than that, yeah, nice try, Brent.
You got 4?
Number 4, we have Beto. Beto, you had a pretty good draft, even though you didn't make it for the first pick. I mean, you tried.
It's tradition nowadays.
Yeah, maybe next year you'll actually show up for the whole thing. Oh, you weren't going to be here. Yeah, I love your starters. You got Emmanuel Sanders, Bishop Sankey. I think is going to be a really good asset for your team. And Kelvin Benjamin is the last overall pick in the draft. Absolute steal. If I could have went without picking a defense and kicker, I probably would have taken him. Great pick.
I think that because you were sleeping, you started thinking how old you were, and you drafted Frank Gore and Fitzgerald because they're old as shit. They don't have golf balls on their walkers like Andre Johnson does. They're going to be tripping all over the place. Gore is going to get hurt. He's too old to be taking a beating. And Fitz does not have anybody throwing the ball. He's a good receiver, but he needs a better team. So that's why I took you there. And you also have 3 rookies on your bench. So that could either play really well for you or it could be dangerously bad for you. Coming in at number 3 was myself. I had myself at number 1 because the money team. I really like my picks with Manziel. Manziel is going to equal out to be a Cam Newton in Cam Newton's first year. Be a complete fucking stud. He's going to be great. Jamal Charles, you can't go wrong with that. Bell's number 1 running back. Marshall and Cutler together. They're going to score a lot of touchdowns. And I have MJD and Gronk. Like, that's a fucking good team.
I ranked Tim 5th, so thankfully for his own sake, he ranked himself first. Jamal Charles is the only player on your team I like. Gronk and MJD are injury prone. But you did draft LeGarrette Blount, so maybe he can, pass the weed around and help him out a little bit. That's about the only chance you got. And Johnny Manziel, what the fuck?
How do you have no depth on your
What the fuck are you
everywhere?
thinking?
D'Angelo Williams is a stud.
How? He splits the time. Never mind.
With Colbert, yeah, but he's going to get
and Jonathan Stewart.
Okay, well, we're moving on to 2. We have Skinny at number 2. I had him at number 3. So he saved himself on his ranking. I don't like Kaepernick. He's a running gun quarterback. He's not. I mean, he gets his team to the playoffs, but he is not a good fantasy quarterback. He's too risky to take. I do like.
He was number 6 last year. By the way.
I don't like Rousseau either. He doesn't. RG3 cannot get him the ball.
He was number 12 last year.
He's not going to get the ball, and you have a weak bench.
I happen to love my team. Percy Harvin, wow, stud. Pierre Garçon, targets out the asshole. Boys, I got 3 stud running backs. Just right now, make your checks payable to Skylar Eckenrode. All right, just fill that in now. So rounding it out, number 1, Davey, hell of a draft. Solid team all around. A-Rod, Lacey, Alshon, Cordell Patterson. I wanted him, you prick. Andre Ellington, Shane Vereen. It's just a shame that you're going to have to take second place again because I'm going to fucking win this thing again. So,
Davey, don't listen to the bullshit. I really like your Arian Foster picks. It doesn't matter if he has one bad season. He's going to come back strong, just like Adrian Peterson did. You're going to be fine. You got a top 5 defense, and you have Romo if you trade A-Rod. So don't be afraid to throw A-Rod out there. You'll be all right with Romo. He's going to lead
preferably to me.
Okay.
Well, hey, this was week 1 of the power rankings. Best luck to you rest of you shit zippers, and we'll see you next week.